What is up, PPL fans? Shoutout here, coach of the Bayern Munich, and welcome to PPL Season 4, Week 1. It is time. Week 1 is here. If you want to see what team I'm bringing this Week 1, make sure to check out team analysis, which should be in the description down below. Because Week 1 is a tough matchup, and I had some trouble team building, I guess. Because Week 1 we're going up against Monotooi, coach of the Tampa by Luxrays. He has a very scary draft, and he's a very good player. Make sure to check him out because he's a really cool dude, a really good player. And yeah. Also shout out to Keyno for the graphics you see on screen and the thumbnail. He's a legend. Huge shout out to him. Give him all the props and shout outs he deserves because he's amazing. And shout out to Kelly for recording the match. And Trav and Murk for joining my monster. There was a huge issue with my Mega Pidgeot for whatever reason. Trav couldn't do it. Murk failed the first time, and then it finally worked when I got a shiny one. I don't know why, but yeah, give those guys a shout out because they put in the work for the genning and the stuff and the things. So now let's look at team preview, shall we? If you want to know what I'm bringing, team analysis, blah blah blah, you know the deal. So Mono decided to bring Thunder Eye, Mega Altaria, Skuntank, Palosmine, Mew, Yan Mega. Yeah, and Yan Mega. So there's one surprise, and that is that there's no Terrakion. I was fucking terrified of Terrakion because it's a fucking monster. I can't see why you wouldn't bring it, definitely. But that's good. I was very happy not to see that. There's also no Fortress, which is kind of to be expected, but it means he doesn't have Rapid Spin, and he's probably gonna have Defog on either Skuntank or Mew, which is good. That limits his move pool on on one of them at least. You know, no Heat Morse, and I can't get memed on, and no Abra because it's an Abra, so that's all fine and dandy. Now, lead matchups. I'm pretty sure that he's gonna see, oh hey, he has nothing for Palosmine, and I can get up my rocks. So he's just gonna lead with that. Which means the only way that I can deal with Palosmine is Michael Fable. That's my dedicated answer to Palosmine as well as like half his team. So yeah, I'm gonna leave Michael Fable. I'm gonna click the play button here, and we'll see where this goes. Yeah, that's that. So, there we go. Mono is issuing a challenge, or Chris is issuing a challenge, same thing really. And he sends out Yan Mega. So this is a little spooky. But since I am in with the Fable, this is all fine and dandy. He doesn't get rocks to win, and he's gonna go for U-turn, which tells me, for one, he's Scarf. Damage tells me he's Tinted Lens, so he's definitely, well, it tells me he's Choice. Tinted Lens means choice. U-turn means choice, so he's definitely choiced from the damage and from the U-turn. Probably Scarfed, so that's good to know. I'm just gonna fire over Moonburst turn 1. Nothing really wants to take one on his team, doesn't have a resistance. And Palosmine takes a decent chunk at the super useful special attack drop, sorry. And I'm just gonna stay in here because Clefable is my way of dealing with Palosmine at this point, the only one I really have. But I'm gonna throw up a Wish first in case he wants to go for an Earthquake. Not that I expect that, but was my safest play at this point. And he's just gonna get up his Stealth Rocks, which is a little annoying for stuff like my Mega Pidgeot and my Sneasel, which is gonna force switch Defog later on because I don't want to take hazard damage on those two. So yeah, this time I'm just gonna go fire with Moonblast. I want to weaken the thing. I want to put it in range for things like my Mega Pidgeot. And he's gonna reveal Toxic, and that is bad. Not that it's surprising that he's Toxic on Palosmine. That was pretty much necessary for Clefable and for Road and Wash. But it's really unfortunate because Clefable is Toxic and I don't want any of this. So I'm just gonna keep staying in and keep clicking Moonblast. I want to weaken the thing for the rest of my team. Palosmine is a huge annoyance, but he brings in Mew, and that is bad news, Bears. I don't want to see a Mew on the other side of the field. And he's going to take this Moonblast not too well. You know, it takes it well, but not as well as expected. Which means he's an offensive variant from that damage, definitely. So that's already bad. Which tells me this is not his answer to Mega Pidgeot, which is good to know. And I'm going to switch out. I don't have a switch into Mew. I don't know what it's going to do, obviously. So I'm going to, go into Latias, and he's going to set up a Sword Stance, and that is not good. But if he's a Sucker Punch variant or a knockoff variant, I do have the Cold Ray, so I'm easily going to take that. I'm just going to fire over Draco. As it turns out, he outspeeds me because I don't have a lot of speed investment. He does. And I'm going to fire over Draco after he roosts, which is kind of nice. But as you're going to see, it would be nicer if I did outspeed him because this Draco is going to do a hell of a lot because I get a crit. I sounded way too much like Joey there, didn't I? So that's a crit for me. This turn I make a misplay. I go for Defog instead of switching into Sneasel. I should have hard switched into Sneasel. Rocks damage would have been a little unfortunate, but I had to do it. But I go for Defog. Hard switching this Sneasel would have allowed me to put this Mew in like very, very low health, and that would have been very nice, but I don't do that, and now I have to see what do I switch into a +2 Mew. As it turns out, the only thing I have to attempt to switch in is Clefable, but he of course has the Gunk Shot. If he brings in Mew on Clefable and then Sword Stances, he's gonna be a Gunk Shot variant, there's no other way. And Clefable is gonna have to go down unless he misses a Gunk Shot even then. Clefable is pretty much dead by now, which is fucking bullshit because I need the thing. So Mono prepped that really, really well with the SD Mew, knowing that I won't have a whole lot for it. If I brought one Wash with Willow or like Gourgeist, which I definitely wanted to bring Gourgeist, could have dealt with it, but I don't. So now I have to go to Sneasel, and since he doesn't have leftovers, there's no way that he isn't Cold Berry. I know this, but I need to get damage off on the thing. And Sneasel is a lot more expendable than my Mega Pidgeot, because Mega Pidgeot is my win condition no matter what. So Knockoff still does a good amount, and he hits a Gunk Shot. He hits 3 Gunk Shots in a row. What a lucky fuck, am I right? Sneasel is gonna get obliterated by a crit. That's way too much damage. It's probably like 2 dead Sneasels from the crit. But now I can bring in Halsey, the Mega Pidgeot, and get my Mega off. If he's max speed, he actually outspeeds me right now, which he does know because he switches, and he also isn't max speed. But I can also take a +2 and Headbutt, so that's good. I'm just gonna Mega up and fire off a Hurricane. There we have a thumbnail with the Mega Pidgeot, probably. We'll see. And as he brings in Thundy Eye, that tells me, okay, he's Assault Vest. Let's see the damage. And yeah, that's Assault Vest. So that's pretty true. So I'm gonna go for Substitute this turn, because I thought since he has Assault Vest, he might have U-turn. He might want to go for U-turn, get initiative on his favor, keep the momentum up. But he just goes for the Psychic, expecting my Nidoking switch, which is very, very Nidoqueen, not King. Did I say King? I don't know what I said. Which is very fair play. But now I'm gonna have to switch out. I took unnecessary damage on my Mega Pidgeot. I'm gonna do Latias. Now, if he has a Dark move, that is his best play 100%. And he does go for the Dark Bolts, but Latias is my dedicated switch into this thing. So, you know, I don't lose anything by doing this other than my Colbur Berry. It does nothing because Colbur Berry and I'm pretty split up. He's Assault, that's not Life Orb, so everything's fine then. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for an Ice Beam because nothing on this team really wants to take Ice Beam plus Draco. And he brings in Roadkill, this is gonna take. And I think he's gonna have Pursuit, and I think he's gonna click it. So I'm gonna be a fucking man and drop a Draco on this fool and kill him. I don't have my Colbur anymore. I can live a Pursuit if I stay in, if he somehow lives this, but he doesn't, and that's a kill. So I have to make some place to get back into this game, and that was one of them. I just had to take that risk of fucking Dracoing and Skunting when he could just Sucker Punch me and kill me. But the bad news is he brings in Mew, and not only does it outspeed me, but I'm also at -2 special attack. So good news is he's gonna he's gonna have to Roost pretty much. So he's gonna Roost Aspirated, and I go into my Mega Pidgeot. Now, again, I'm on the back foot heavily, so I have to make plays, and now I'm expecting to go into a Thundy Eye, and I'm going to go into my Nidoqueen. If he doesn't go into Thundy Eye, well, if he goes into Thundy Eye, I can get my Rocks. If he goes into anything else, I can also get my Rocks, which are going to be very nice for my Mega Pidgeot to weaken his team down. But he goes to Piloswine, which is not what I wanted to see at all. I'm just going to get my Rocks here anyway, because I have the Sugar Berry, I can live any hit. And he just goes for the Earthquake. I probably should have switched there. Maybe, but I wanted my Rocks up. Rocks were really, really beneficial because it can still win with the combination of Lucario and Mega Pidgeot at this point, if I play my cards right. So this turn I stay in, I go for Earth Power because I want damage on the thing. The thing can live any hit from my Mega Pidgeot. Still, I should stop burping. But he gets up his Rocks as well, and now if I get a crit Earth Power, I probably kill him. I don't get a crit Earth Power, and in return he's gonna go for the Earthquake and crit me. Now that crit didn't matter because he could have just Ice Shot me next turn. I probably wouldn't have taken the risk of going to Lucario. As much as I have to make plays, that probably wasn't gonna be the play because Piloswine was expendable for him. So now I'm going to Lucario, and I'm just gonna click Dark Bolts. He has no reason to click Ice Shot. That's a terrible play on his part because he cannot risk me setting up expecting the Ice Shot. So go for the Dark Bolts, and that's a kill for Lucario. Piloswine goes down, and we're down like 3-4, I think? Not sure. So, he was a Thundy Eye, and this thing can't kill me. It can't, unless it goes for a fighting move, which it's gonna miss, so it's everything's fine in the world. He's going for T-Bolt, and I'm gonna live that because, you know, he's not Life Orb. That still does way too much. I'm gonna go for the Life Orb Dark Pulse. But since he's Assault Vest, he's gonna shred like it's nothing, and the Vacuum Wave isn't gonna kill him in return now. I probably should have gone to Latias instead of going for the Dark Pulse. That was probably a much better play. Going to Latias, firing off a Draco on something, or an Ice Beam potentially, and then going from there. But at least he doesn't get a kill with Thundy Eye. That's good. Now I can bring in Halsey. Gonna take the Stealth Rock damage, which means I am in range for a Scarf, Tinted Lens, and Mega. And Forever Hurricane and kill the Thunder Eye. He had no reason to risk it to try to preserve differential or something, because he didn't have a switch in, so he couldn't even have done it. So yeah, that comes in, and now Jan Mega comes in, and it's just going to clean me up, because it's going to be Scarf with the lens. If it wasn't Scarf, I might have been able to win the game here, but it is. Mega Pitch is going to go down, and Larias is not going to live a Jan Mega's Bug Buzz from his range, or from any range, I think. From full, probably could. And that's going to be the game. So we lose week 1 of the PPL. Yeah, that's a new one. And Larias' last woman standing is going to fall to the Magic Bouge. And you lost against Chris. So, GG Mono. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, GG Mono. You didn't see what I just clicked. It's fine. He played that game very well. He prepped very well with the SDMU and stuff like that, which is the only thing he really had to bring to beat me. Like that plus Scarfia Mega just pretty much wins against my team, and he did that very well. Plus a check to Mega Pidgeot and Thundy. That was very good team building on his end. I think I built a very good team myself. I don't think I did many mistakes in team building. Maybe Air Balloon Lucario would have been nice, because that would have allowed me to set up on the Piloswine, and then I might have actually been able to win, because my Lucario spread outsped his Mew spread. I might have been able to win. Probably not, but I would have had a better chance overall. Maybe I should have had E-Speed on my Lucario so I can pick off the Thundy Eye better, stuff like that. SD Lucario would have actually been really good this game. Just because E-Speed, Close Combat, Ice Punch pretty much wins. But I didn't bring that just because Terrakion. I just special set the team better because Flash Cannon Dark Pulse really hurt his team. Too bad Lucario didn't get the switch in. It needed at the right time to just spam Flash Cannon and pressure his team. I didn't play my best this game, but I don't think I could have won, honestly. I think Mono just prepped too well for me this game. There's not a whole lot I could have done against the SD Mew. Maybe I could have, if I expected SD Mew and not Terrakion to come, I could have brought Gurgeist or something, but just there was no point. This was the best team I could have brought to deal with all of her threats, and then there's this one threat that I just can't deal with, which is Mew, because it's basically everything. So yeah, GG Mono again. Was a great game, and we lose for the first time in week 1 of the PPL, and that's really disappointing. MVP Larias, I guess. Yeah, sure. It killed something. It took hits from Thundy Eye. Yeah, that was pretty nice. Mega Pidgeot pressured his team, I guess. Lucario killed a thing, almost killed another thing. Prevented Thundy Eye from getting a kill against me, which is nice. I don't think he got a kill. And yeah, that's week 1 done. And I'm not happy, but week 2 is coming up. And we're up against Unlawful Exile, Liam, and his West Chen United, who we haven't actually played last season because he wasn't able to play last season. He played Lars instead. And Liam has a very scary team. He has stuff like Mega Aerodactyl. He's going to make a transfer, which isn't publicly announced yet, so I'm not going to say it. But it's absolutely fucking terrifying. I'm not looking forward to it. But it's gonna work, I think, somehow. So yeah, that's that. We lose week 1. But I hope you guys still supported Bayern Munich, because we're still going. Trav lost week 1 last season. He won the league. He just kind of went undefeated after that. So we can still do that, right? We had one of the toughest matchups week 1 already. We got one of the toughest matchups out of the way. So hey, can only get better from here. So that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave some notes. I will appreciate all 3 of us, and hopefully see you guys next time. Goodbye.